To the air on first down. Under fire. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short game.
Yeah, I hope so. I ain't gonna lie. And 9-9 shit don't mean nothing. Huh. It makes sense one day.
From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with...
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Ball. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. And that is no good. Kicker
couldn't win 8-0. I don't know why the hell y'all...
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Second down coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Flames will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Makes the quick grab. He breaks a tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the big fella. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on short. Back to pass, it's ball. Got it set up on the outside. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Baldwin. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Poe. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Ball. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man on the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the ground with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Flames kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Look out, he's got room. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Flames started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Throws to the back. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Scanning the field, it's Ball. Makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Poe. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Flames will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ball. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Breaks into the open. That should be the final play of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Flames will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's ball. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a man in the middle. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on 1st down. Fires it. Soft spot in the middle.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Flames are marching down the field. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off play action on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Ball. Pulls it in.
My niggas keep getting hurt this year, man. I'm finna leave.
A little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Hey, it's quite funny how the niggas ain't got hurt. 2 seasons, you know, so you niggas can't get it. Fucking 2 downs without getting hurt.
That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for space, it's Poe. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, give on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Third down play from the gun. Uncorks it. Complete to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Flames have this offense rolling. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Bounces it outside. It's Lanier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
You talk about having to have... We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No